Good day everyone, we are from Group 3 Altair and today we will be discussing what is chromatography and how it is performed. The tools and materials that we will be needing in this experiment are 3 strips of filter paper, pencil, scissors, different colors of Crayola marker, 3 plastic coffee stirrer, tape, water, ruler, and 3 plastic cups.
Chromatography is derived from two Greek words, chroma means color and graphy means to write. Chromatography is a physical separation technique used to separate components of a mixture due to their different distribution between mobile and stationary phase. It is used to separate macromolecules based on their size, shape, or charge. There are 6 stages to the experiment performed. Number 1, cut a piece of filter paper into rectangular strips, approximately 1/2 by 3 to 4. Number 2, draw a pencil line across the narrow end of the strip about 1 cm from the bottom. Number 3, draw a small dot with the black, blue, and green marker on the pencil line. Number 4, use a tape to attach the paper strip to a pencil. Set the pencil across the top of a cup. Adjust the paper strip until it hangs down without touching the sides or bottom of the cup. Number 5, carefully pour water into the cup until it touches the bottom of the paper strip. Make sure the water level is below the marker spot, or else the ink will just run off into the water. Number 6, when the water nears the top of the paper, remove the strip from the cup and let it dry on a paper plate or hanging in an empty cup. The series of colors you see is called chromatogram. Wait some time and let the water travel up the paper. After a while, the water begins to rise due to capillary reaction. The dyes present in the ink are carried up by the water as it rises. As the water level increases, different colors appear on the paper. These are the different dyes used in the ink. Different dyes have different solubility levels and travel at different speed as the water rises up. After 20 minutes of letting the water rise, the dyes separate and we see different colored strips at different heights. To distinguish the various colors in a dye, paper chromatography is used. For additional information, there are 2 types of chromatography: liquid chromatography, LC, and gas chromatography, GC. Chromatography is divided into different categories: paper chromatography, gas chromatography, thin layer chromatography, and high-performance thin layer chromatography.
For our next topic, we're going to be discussing what is pH measurement and how it is performed. For our materials, we're going to be using litmus paper, color, blue and red, and baking soda mixed with water, bleach, and calamansi juice. For our testing tool, we're going to be using a pH meter.
pH is a measure of how acidic or basic water is. pH is a unit of measure which describes the degree of acidity or alkalinity or the basic of a solution. It is measured on the scale of 0 to 14 with 7 being neutral. pH of less than 7 indicates acidity, whereas pH greater than 7 indicates base. pH is really a measure of the relative amount of free hydrogen and hydroxyl ions in the water. There are 2 methods for measuring pH: colorimetric methods using indicator solutions or papers, or the more accurate electrochemical method using electrodes and a millivoltmeter, also known as the pH meter. Now we're going to share with you how our experiment performed. So our first experiment will be on this baking soda mixed with water. First, let us try it with a blue litmus paper, and as you can see, it did not change color and it's still color blue, which means it is more basic. Now let us try it with a red litmus paper. And as you can see, the color has changed, which means the baking soda mixed with water is proof basic. Next, we're going to be trying it with the bleach. So first, let us try it with a blue litmus paper, and as we can see, the paper turned into white. Let us try it with the red litmus paper. We can see that the red litmus paper turned into the same color as the blue litmus paper. So we can say that the bleach is more basic. So for our final test, we're going to be using calamansi juice. Let us first try it with the blue litmus paper. As we can see, it turned into a shade of red. Let us try it with the red litmus paper. As you can see that the paper turned into the same color of the result of the blue litmus paper. So we can say that the calamansi juice is more acidic. In the first part, we did the pH scale manually. Now let us try using this pH meter. Let us start again with the baking soda mixed with water. And as we can see, it is at the scale of number 8, which is more than 7. It proves that it is more basic. So let's try it with some bleach. So we can see that the scale is at the number 11, which means it is higher alkaline, meaning it is more basic. Now, the measurements for the calamansi juice. The results of the calamansi juice is at the scale of number 2, which means it is more acidic than the others because it is below 7 from the neutral scale. So that you wouldn't get confused, just remember the lucky 7 or the 7 heaven, meaning that the 7 is always at the center or it is neutral. Anything that goes up to 7 is basic, and anything that goes down to 7 is acidic.
And that is all for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something.